Okay, so I know it's a bit early for Christmas pictures, but today I'm going to talk about Terminal Server. Now, this is a cool program that's built into Windows that allows you to connect to any PC that you have an internet connection to. And so right now I'm going to connect to the desktop right next to me using Terminal Server. So I'll go Start button and use mstsc and enter. And it brings up remote desktop connection. And you'll see here the name of the computer I'm going to type into is Turbine. So I just hit connect, and it's going to ask me for my credentials, and if I can use another account, and in this case, if you use Turbine, the backslash, and then the name of the account, in this case, Turbine is the name of my computer, and then I'll just type in my password. And boom, now I'm connected to that machine. And this is a web browser that I have up on that machine. As you can see here, there's my web browser. I'm looking at a Financial Times article, and I can pull up a file system. And then you can see this is the file system on this computer. So if you need to get to any files or look at anything on that computer, you've literally got a virtual desktop for that machine. So this window controls that computer entirely. Anything I do here is just like I'm doing it on the machine in person. And then to quit, you can just click on the red X. I'm just going to say, hey, this is going to disconnect you from your desktop session. Your programs will continue to run while you're disconnected, and you can reconnect later. So if I were to reconnect again, all those programs would still be there. In fact, watch, we'll do it. Password. See, it's like we never left. Now, this is a great product because, one, it's built in to Windows, so you don't need to pay anything as long as you've got Windows. And it does essentially the same thing that something like Go to My PC does. Now, if you're trying to do this outside of your home, like let's say you're at a hotel and you need to get to your computer, you may have to get through your router. So let me show you how to find out what to use when you go to your router. So if you go to command window, and I did that by hitting start and then typing cmd, and you type ipconfig, what you want to look for is the name of your default gateway. And mine is 192.168.1.254. I'm going to launch Internet Explorer, and then I'm going to go to 192.168.254. Oh, really? I'm going to go. Load. There we go. So this is my router. So I have an AT&T UVerse router, and if I go to settings and then go to broadband, and this is just for my particular computer. Now there is a link under here that's going to tell me the external IP address of my modem, and that's the IP address that you would use when you wanted to connect to your computer from outside your home. So here I would put whatever that IP address would be. Now, I'm just making that number up. I'm not showing you my number because I don't want to expose the IP address of my home modem so that everyone can try and term serve into my machines. You'd still need my credentials, but I just don't want the traffic. And your router may have a different UI than this one. This is just the one for the AT&T UVerse router that I happen to have. But the key thing to remember is do an ipconfig, find out where your default gateway is, punch that IP address into your web browser, and that will likely bring up a UI that you can use to go find the external facing IP of your router. And then with that, you can connect to your computer from any computer just using Terminal Server. It's very handy, and you don't have to go buy another product. I hope that you enjoyed the lesson, and I'll see you next time.